The 68 Mustang coupe that started it all here at CJ Pony Parts is in need of some basic repairs, and we're going to use that as an opportunity to upgrade. Our 68 Mustang coupe was restored a long time ago and has an original style mechanical fuel pump on it. Not only is a stock 302, so that pump is more than adequate, but we have plans to possibly upgrade that motor in the future, so we're going to take this advantage now to upgrade our fuel pump. We're going with this Edelbrock 110 gallon per hour fuel pump, which produces 6 psi and features a clockable housing for the best possible fitment. This will not require a regulator and will work fine with our stock horsepower, but will support up to 600 if we add more power down the road.
Tools needed for this installation: 1/4 inch ratchet, 1/4 inch socket, 9/16 socket, 3-inch extension, flat blade screwdriver, 1/2 inch wrench, and a pair of pliers.
Now, in a typical fuel pump installation for your 289, 302, or 351 Windsor this pump's going to fit, the installation can easily be done from the top of the engine bay. Now, in our case though, we have a factory air conditioning system, the compressor's in the way, so the only way to do it is from underneath. Now, unfortunately, I hurt my shoulder, so Brendan here is going to handle the installation and show you how to swap out that fuel pump.
Okay, first step is to clamp the hose so fuel doesn't pour all the way out. What I did is I took a pair of needle nose pliers, put some tape on there so it doesn't damage the hose. Okay, with a 1/4 inch socket, we're going to loosen up the worm clamp to remove the hose. Once you remove this hose, some fuel will be coming out, so have a drain pan handy. Next, we're going to remove the pressure line of the hose. That's a 1/2 inch wrench. Once again, watch out, there will be some fuel coming out. Before removing the bolts out of the fuel pump, it's nice to have the fuel line out of the way so it's easier to work around. With the 9/16 socket, now you can remove the bolt off the fuel pump. Now, when removing your fuel pump, be careful, some oil will leak out. Before installing your new fuel pump, you have to scrape off the gasket off the timing cover. As Bill stated in the beginning of the video, this housing is clockable to fit the right orientation of our OEM fuel lines. As you can see, the orientation is just slightly off from the factory location. All we have to do is remove these screws, watch out for the spring that's under it, and just clock it. Now hold on tightly to the housing so the spring doesn't shoot out. Now that we have the right orientation, we can install the housing back on. Now go back around, make sure all your bolts are tight, and you're ready to install it into the car. Now these fuel pumps are universal, so you'll have to get the correct fittings for your fuel lines. It also comes with a new gasket and 2 new bolts to install the fuel pump. I like to put a little bit of grease on right here where the metal touches the eccentric, so just a nice lubrication. Also, I put a little bit of grease on here to hold on the gasket. Now we can install the fuel pump back into the timing cover. Once your fuel pump is fully installed, now you can install your fittings. Now the housing is aluminum, so don't over tighten. Now with the bigger fuel pump, With our stock line, we have to slightly bend the line to make it fit into our new location. So for the bottom, the inlet hose, we have to just trim off a little bit of the rubber hose, and then we can install it. After you tighten up your clamp, then your installation's finished.
Instead of simply replacing the stock pump, the Edelbrock pumps can give it a nice performance bump, and as Brendan showed you, the installation is pretty straightforward. Figure about an hour to an hour and a half, you'll be back on the road in no time. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you click on the CJ button so you subscribe for future videos, and click the corner up here for more videos for your Mustang.